Even if you're not a longtime Food Network enthusiast, you likely recognize Rachael Ray. The relatable and cheerful cook made her debut on the network in 2001 with her show 30-Minute Meals. We frequently post videos on topics like this, so don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay informed and never miss an update. Since then, she has built a culinary empire, featuring numerous Food Network shows and her daytime talk show, Rachael Ray, which ran from 2007 until 2023. Ray has authored numerous cookbooks and launched the magazine Every Day with Rachael Ray in 2005. Her image is ubiquitous in big box stores, gracing a variety of products from cookware to dog food. Her story is a testament to how perseverance. Ray is not a professionally trained chef. She worked in grocery stores and managed restaurants until a local CBS station discovered her, can lead to vast opportunities. However, despite her apparent success, Ray's life hasn't been as flawless as it might appear from her magazine covers or TV commercials. Throughout her rise to fame in the culinary world, Ray has faced significant personal challenges and tragedies. Here we highlight some of them. Stay tuned and watch the full video. Ray's iconic voice is due to an illness. As Rachael Ray guides you through her quick dinner recipes, her voice has a unique, slightly grave quality that sets her apart from other television personalities. This distinctive voice can be traced back to childhood illnesses. In past interviews, Ray has shared that she's had vocal issues since she was young, noting that her vocal cords were never particularly strong. She experienced multiple bouts of croup, an infection common in children that constricts the upper airway and causes coughing and breathing difficulties. Ray also frequently lost her voice and visited doctors for these issues. They recommended throat exercises and advised her to avoid irritants like caffeine. Ray's surgery. In 2008, rumors spread that Rachael Ray had throat cancer. The National Enquirer published an article claiming that Ray needed surgery to remove the cancer, which would keep her out of the spotlight for a few months. They followed up with another piece, citing a source who mentioned that Ray had a vocal cord growth that might also require radiation, specifically noting the presence of cancer cells. Fortunately, these cancer rumors were false, but Ray wasn't completely in the clear. A representative for Ray spoke to People after the National Enquirer story, confirming that Ray did need vocal cord surgery, but it was to remove a benign cyst. The spokesperson described Ray as the picture of health and not feeling ill at all. The outpatient surgery required a brief, week-long break from work, but did not affect her schedule significantly. The surgery took place in December 2008, and Ray's tapings for the Food Network and her show, Rachael Ray, continued as planned. Ray has been mugged multiple times. Ray shared with People that while she was working in Manhattan and living in Queens in the late 1990s, she was mugged by the same individual twice in 1 week. The first incident occurred in her apartment foyer, where she managed to use her mace. The second time, the attacker was more aggressive and possibly retaliatory. Ray recounted, "He dragged me down the alley and beat the crap out of me with his gun." Following these traumatic experiences, Ray moved back to the Adirondacks in New York and began managing restaurants at the luxury Sagamore Resort on Lake George. Ray's aunt's tragic death led to a family feud. Rachael Ray places a high value on family, particularly her mother, who played a pivotal role in her career by accompanying her to her first Today Show appearance, leading to her discovery by the Food Network. Ray often praises her mother as her favorite cook in person. However, the Ray family is not without its conflicts. In 2013, a tragedy struck when Ray's aunt, Geraldine Dominica Scuderi, died outside Ray's home, igniting a family feud. Scuderi, 77, was house-sitting for Ray in late November and locked herself out while feeding the birds. After attempting to break a window to re-enter, Scuderi collapsed in the cold and was found the next day. Ray's cousin accused her of negligence, claiming Scuderi hadn't been given a key and likely collapsed due to lung issues. Tensions escalated when Ray missed the funeral to tape a show. Ray's brother defended her, stating that no one else in the family was upset about her absence. Ray's husband faced cheating allegations. Rachael Ray's husband, John Cusimano, often shares the spotlight with her, appearing frequently at media events, on her shows, and across her social media. The actor, lawyer, producer, and musician seems to be the perfect match for Ray. Married for nearly 20 years, they tied the knot in a Tuscan castle in 2005 and renewed their vows at the same location in 2015. The couple also returns to the castle annually to celebrate their anniversary with family and famous friends. However, their relationship has not been without its challenges, particularly rumors of infidelity, which remain unsubstantiated. One rumor suggested that a Florida woman met Cusimano in New York in 2000 and maintained an affair with him for years, alleging that Cusimano paid her for her services and used drugs with her. Other reports claimed Cusimano cheated multiple times, with estimates ranging from 2 to 6 incidents. Despite these accusations, Ray dismissed them as unfounded, telling people, "I've known where he is every night since we've been married." Ray's dog food brand faced lawsuits. Rachael Ray frequently highlighted her dog Isabu on her shows and in her magazine. Her love for dogs led her to launch the dog food brand, Rachael Ray Nutrish. The brand aims to provide nutritious, high-quality food for pets and supports the Rachael Ray Foundation, with a portion of sales helping animals in need. However, Rachael Ray Nutrish has faced multiple lawsuits. In 2018, a complaint alleged that the dog food contained weed killer and should not be marketed as natural. This claim was initially dismissed for lack of specificity, then amended and refiled, only to be dismissed again. In 2020, another lawsuit alleged that DNA tests revealed the presence of dog DNA in the food, and that products claiming to contain only 6 ingredients had far more. Additionally, another lawsuit accused the brand of false advertising, suggesting the food was healthier than it actually was. This lawsuit was also dismissed. Ray faced backlash for defending Mario Batali. Mario Batali fell from grace in 2017 after multiple women accused him of sexual harassment. Despite settling 2 cases and being found not guilty in one by 2022, Batali remained the subject of the documentary Batali, The Fall of a Superstar Chef, and has not regained his former standing. Rachael Ray, a friend of Batali, faced criticism for standing by him. In a 2019 NPR interview, Ray acknowledged her controversial loyalty to Batali, admitting that she still communicated with him, but had not asked him about the accusations. Ray argued that the scrutiny was unfair and suggested that inappropriate comments are common in kitchen environments, adding that she has always been treated fairly in the industry. Ray accused of not writing her own cookbooks. Rachael Ray has published over 20 cookbooks, featuring hundreds of recipes. Along with recipes on the Food Network website, her own site, and in her magazines, she has thousands of recipes attributed to her name. While it's understood that not all recipes on her shows or in her magazines are solely her creations, many expect that Ray writes all the recipes and content in her cookbooks. Therefore, it came as a surprise when some industry insiders accused her of not writing them at all. In 2012, the New York Times published an article titled, "I Was a Cookbook Ghostwriter," which claimed that many celebrity chefs, including Ray, do not write their own recipes or cookbooks. Following this, Ray stated on an episode of Rachael Ray that she writes her cookbooks during the limited time she has at home with her family. However, she admitted to receiving help with organizing the book and adding final touches, such as the glossary. Bobby Flay also supported Ray, telling Today that he has seen her writing her cookbooks between filming her shows. Ray's home was completely destroyed by fire in 2020. Ray's new show, Rachael Ray's Rebuild, highlights the experiences of those who have faced tragedies similar to her own. Her most widely publicized tragedy to date was the complete loss of her Adirondack home in 2020 due to a devastating house fire. The Lake Luzerne home, which Ray had helped design and build over a decade earlier, was destroyed by a chimney fire that forced an immediate evacuation. The blaze continued throughout the night until the house was entirely consumed. In the aftermath, Ray lost many sentimental belongings. When rebuilding, she aimed to replicate the old home as closely as possible, including its furnishings, but also incorporated features to prevent future fires, such as a tin roof. Alongside rebuilding her Adirondack home, Ray purchased a villa in Tuscany, Italy in 2021. The renovation of this villa was featured in a short series called Rachael Ray's Italian Dream Home, available on Hulu. Ray's apartment was devastated by Hurricane Ida. As if a major house fire and a global pandemic weren't enough, Rachael Ray faced more misfortune in September 2021 when Hurricane Ida struck New York City. Although the storm was technically a post-tropical cyclone by the time it hit the city, it still set rainfall records, causing millions of dollars in damage and resulting in over a dozen fatalities. The storm also damaged more than 3% of the city's buildings, including Ray's apartment. Ray shared with People that Hurricane Ida completely destroyed her recently renovated apartment, affecting every speaker in the ceiling, the fireplace, and every seam in the wall, leaving the place looking as if it literally melted. Adding to the damage, a remediation team accidentally broke a water pipe during their assessment, causing further flooding that affected the entire building down to the ground level. Despite the destruction, Ray was back in her apartment by the holiday season of 2021, showcasing her Christmas decorations on Rachael Ray,